Hi there, Eve here from Vitamin Eve Nutrition Counseling. And today I'm going to go over some of the frequently asked questions I get about intuitive eating, about what it is, why it's very important if you're struggling with emotional or compulsive eating, and where to get started. So let's jump right in. What is intuitive eating? I'm going to say very basically is intuitive eating is learning how to eat in a way that honors your body signals, honors your preferences, it's flexible, and really has to do with your relationship with food. Whereas, or as compared to dieting or calorie counting, it's not that at all. It's really learning how to eat from the inside out, learning how to feel your hunger, satisfy it with foods that are nourishing, be present during your meals, feel your satisfaction, actually stop, and really cultivate this natural, normal, relaxed relationship with food, as opposed to, the dieting that everybody's doing, the calorie counting, the measuring the portions, and all that stuff. So no, you don't have to be psychic to eat intuitively. I know the name could sound like that because the word intuition for some people sounds woo-woo, and I love that word, and I love the word eating. But when you put that together, it makes it seem like something mystical, which it is not. It's really learning how to eat in a way that honors your body's signals. And this is so key if you're struggling with things like emotional eating, binge eating, eating past the point of fullness, or eating when you're not even hungry at all for any reason. Because as you learn how to honor your hunger and fullness, and as you learn how to feel your feelings, you no longer need to turn to food to cope. And this is so important for people who struggle, because oftentimes people who struggle with things like emotional eating, compulsive eating, binging, the first thing they do is they go on a diet. And this actually makes it even worse. So learning how to eat intuitively, eating in this embodied way, I feel like that's a better name for it, embodied eating. It really helps you cope without using food, and it really takes the energy away from food and really teaches you new ways to cope with your feelings without using food. And finally, if this sounds like something you want to learn, my favorite tool, a great way to get started, is you don't even have to change your eating at all. In fact, I usually recommend people don't change their eating in the beginning. What I recommend, if you feel inspired to start, eating more intuitively, is to just start paying attention to your body. Before you eat, ask yourself if you're even hungry for that. And if you're not even sure if you're hungry, woohoo! I'm so glad you realize that you don't know what your hunger feels like. You're not alone. Me and a lot of my clients didn't know what hunger feels like when we first got started. So good for you for learning how to starting to cultivate this relationship with your body of asking yourself, what does physical hunger feel like for me? Really, like during your meal, you could start paying more attention to your food, truly savoring it, and while you're eating, paying attention to your satisfaction and your fullness, so that when you're done eating, you could ask yourself, how satisfied or how full am I? Just starting to open this dialogue between you and your body is a wonderful way to begin the process of eating more intuitively. And even after your meal, checking in maybe an hour later and assessing, how did that meal affect you? How did it energize your body? How did it, digest for you? How did it feel in your body? These are all things that you could do that could help you get started in eating intuitively. And if this is something that you're excited to learn more about, if you feel ready to start your intuitive eating journey, during the month of April, I'm offering a complimentary call. If you feel called, because it's my birthday month and it's my birthday gift to you, that if you'd like this call, during this call, we'll take some time to create a crystal clear vision of what you want your relationship with food to look like. From there, we're going to outline the things that are sabotaging you, keeping you stuck and holding you back, and we'll identify a next step for you to take to get that relationship with food you've always wanted. So you'll leave this session feeling energized, renewed, and motivated and inspired to finally get this food thing handled once and for all. So if you feel inspired to do this, I'll leave a link below, and you can sign up for this call with me. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I hope this inspires you, and maybe you could send this to a friend or a family member who is wondering, what intuitive eating is, especially if you're doing it and they're making comments on your food. This could be a great video to introduce them to the concepts of what you're learning how to do. So I hope this video was helpful. Comment below on what your favorite takeaway was, or if you have any questions, and maybe I'll answer that in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye.